So hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show a tutorial about creating a simple user registration and login script using PHP and MySQL. So first step is go to the SAM control panel and then start the operation between Apache and MySQL. So there you go. After that, go to the main folder of the SAM. So this one, and then find htdocs and select, and then create a new folder so that we will be able to apply or insert the PHP codes and together with the CSS style of the web page. So since I've already created a folder and the codes of the desired web page or the login registration form, we will be going to proceed into the My PHP admin of the SQL or creating a SQL database. So how to create a database? First is click the new and then type any database you want, or let's say for example register, and then click create. So as you can see, the database has been created, and then next is create a table of the database, which is we'll be going to name it as users, so that we will be able to easily distinguish those users that will be going to insert any data upon registering in the form. So we'll be going to set the number of columns into 5, which requires in the module. Then create. So next is we'll be going to fill out the columns in the database. So we'll be going to fill this out with the name ID, username, password or email, and then next is password. The last is turn date. Now next is setting their data types into its applicable types. So the first one is the ID, which will be going to set into integer, and then followed by the username that will be going to set into varchar, and as well as the email and password. And then next is the turn date that will be going to set into date time. And then next is the setting their length or values. The username will be set into 50 well as the email and password. So as you can see, the ID and turn date uh, has no values, or what do you call this? We call it as a not null. And then next is setting the attribute of the ID into primary, or the index rather. And then click go. And then set this into auto increment in order to generate a unique number of records that will be inserted into the database table or applied. And then next is save the table. So there you go. And then we'll be going to the next step, which is the creating a registration form. So this will be the code for the registration form. This one. This will be served as the structural format of the registration form. And in order to work properly, this will be need to apply the CSS or the style of the HTML. This one via link rel style sheet. So this includes the username, email, password, and then the submission. So the next is and then this will be the desired output of the registration form. And then next is the creating of login form. So let's go to the code of the login. There you go. So as you can see, this is the code of the login. Wherein the user will be able to easily insert any data or their username and password in the web page that is integrated within the db.php or in the database that we've created a while ago. And then next is the step 5. So this will be the desired output of the login. And then the next is step 5, which is the connecting to the database using PHP. And then this will be the code for the database integration or the database connection, wherein the data that wherein the data inserted in the registration or login form will be going to integrate with the database so that the web page will be work efficiently and properly. And then next is the step 6, which is authenticate login user. So as you can see, the page has been created with the name of out.php. Then let's find the code. So this is the code for out.php for the authentication of the user in terms of login process. And then next is the step 7, which is the index page or creating a index page. And then so this will be the code in the index, blended with the integration of dashboard and logout. And then next is the step 8, which is the creation of dashboard page. Then so this will be the code for the dashboard. There you go. So as you can see, there is a require and include attributes, and then that is connected into the db.php and out.php. So later on, you will be going to see the output of the desired web page of login and registration. Then next is the step 9, which is creating a logout session. So the logout session or the code for the logout is here. Wherein if you click the logout or the logout button, it will be turned back into the login or the login PHP. And then let's go to the last step, which is creating a CSS file. So this is also very important in terms of creating a web page, wherein we will be able to apply a unique style for the HTML or the structural format of the page in order to make it clearly interesting for the user to access. And then this will be the code for the style. There you go. And then next is we'll be going to see the output if it successfully or properly works. So go to the local host of your browser and type localhost. and then together with the name of folder that created a while ago, which is the registration and login, which is slash. So there you go. As you can see, the web page has been worked properly. And then this time we'll be going to register and type the register here. Then we're going to insert our desired username, or let's say Lawrence, with blended with email. So we're going to set the password, then register. So we're successfully registered, and then click the login to see if it already works. Then admin. So as you can see, I have already accessed or logged in to into the web page. So there is a message here, welcome Lawrence, and then this is secure area. So go to the dashboard, then there is a message pop out in the web page, which is this is another secured page. And then after that we'll be going to log out, and then in order to turn back into the login process, and then there you go. So after that we'll be going to go back into the MySQL admin or the PHP my admin, and then see the database table we've created a while ago. If there is changes or additional changes occurred. So as you can see, this is the data I have inserted a while ago within the registration form or registration process that I've done. So this is the output of the desired web page of creating a simple user registration and login script through PHP and MySQL.